Hello friends, my name is Vivek Sharma. Today we can cover this interesting problem that's called surrounded regions. So in this problem we have been given a 2D board that contains X and O, and we need to capture all the regions that's surrounded by X. Okay. What does that mean? We need to flip all the O's into X in that surrounded region. So what the surrounded region here is, right? So this is the explanation, right? Let's do this. Let's try to understand from the whiteboard rather than reading through that text. So here all these O's are there, right? So all these O's, they are surrounded with X. So what we need to do, we need to flip these O's to the X. That's as simple as it is. Okay. And this O, because this O is on the border, right? This is the border of the matrix, so we cannot flip this O to the X, right? So the output would be this. Okay. So now let's do this. Let's try to have a couple more examples just to build our understanding of this problem, right? So let's say we are having a couple more examples. We can take hypothetically other examples as well. Okay, x and then x, x, x. So let's say this is like a very random example I'm taking here, right? So what should be the output in this case, right? So let's say if we are trying to if I choose a different color, maybe blue color, if I'm trying to flip this O, is it correct? I think it's not correct because it's connected to this border, right? And also it is connected to this O, and then that's further connected to this border, right? So in this particular example the output would be same only, right? We cannot change any O on the border, so that's done, right? And this border is also connected with these O's, right? So that's also we cannot change, right? And these are already X, right? So we cannot change to X. So this is another example that we need to consider. Now this is like a previous example, so maybe I can go ahead and delete this one. Now let's build couple more examples here. So let's say we are having like something like this: X, O, X, 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 and then X, O, X, and then X, X, O, something like this. Okay, so I'm just trying to take some of the edge cases as well. So if this is the example, now can we change these O's to the X? We cannot change, right? Because this is on the boundary, and whatever is connected to the boundary as well, that also we cannot change. So these O's will be unchanged, right? What about this O? So this O we can change to the X because that's not the boundary. Boundary is this, right? But that is also surrounded with X. If we will see the surrounding means basically they should be surrounded with the four directionally, right? Which means O on the order on the flip, and any O that is not on the border, it is not connected, and it is not connected to A. So this is also an important thing. It is not on the border and it is not connected to an O on the border. Will be flipped to X, right? And see here, they are connected to horizontally or vertically, so not diagonally. They should be connected to the horizontally and vertically. So this particular O is connected horizontally and vertically as well. So here X is there, here X is there, here X is there, here X is there. So it means it is eligible to convert to the X, right? So we can convert O to the X. All right. We cannot change this O also because that is also on the boundary. So that these are the like couple of edge cases. We can build multiple examples and we can try to build our algorithm about the we can try to build our understanding about the problem, right? Algorithm we will cover like on the later part, right? So now let's try to recognize the pattern here, how we are going to change these O to the X, right? So here clearly one observation then that we can have, like for example, consider this edge case, right? Consider this edge case, this second edge case that we were traversing through. So here O is there, right? So all O, they are connected to the boundary. So one thing I can think of, like whoever is connected to the boundary, whenever they are on the boundary, let's go ahead and run the depth first search. What does that mean? Just go deep and find all the related O and change that to the some other different character, maybe has, star, or something else. Okay, so once we are able to convert that, right? So let's do this. Okay, let's go ahead and delete this one, and then let's try to do this. So let's try to do the same thing whatever we are saying here. So let's say these O's we are converting to the star, right? So star, 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 three star here in front of, I mean in place of O. Okay, and this X is already there, and star, star, and then star, and then X is already there, and then X, 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 and then X. Okay, so all these O we converted to the star because they are already connected to each other. Now we can run another two for loop because these are two-dimensional matrix. This is two-dimensional matrix, and we can check, okay, is there any star is there? If there is any star, we can convert them back to the O, right? So this is the way that we can convert them back to O, so that's make sure that we are basically what we are doing. We are just changing them back to O. What does that mean? Because they are on the boundary. And if apart from these stars, if we find any other O, that means they are not on the boundary. So then we can easily change them to the X. Now let's see this example as well. Okay, so let's see this example. And in this example, what we need to do, we need to convert this O to X, right? Otherwise other will be O only. So as per our approach, what we are trying to do, we are just trying to make some star here, right? Or let me do this, let me go ahead and update the same matrix maybe, right? So let's try the different color. So let's say this is a star, this is a star. We ran some depth first search, and we are just checking if it is on the boundary, then run the depth first search. So from the depth first search it come here, and then it's find, okay, it is finding that it is already connected. Another zero is, another O is also connected, so it's marking them as a star. And this O is not connected to this, right? Because X is already in the middle, right? So we cannot change this O to star. Now what we need to do, basically we need to do another for loop, right? Another two for loop, and then we be checking what are the stars, right? So these are the stars, we will convert them back to O, right? So X, O, X, and X, O, X, and then X, and X, and X, and X, and X, and X, and O. And these, by the way, we need to change this also star because that is also on the boundary. So we will convert that back from star to O. And then once we find any O that is not converted to the star, we will mark them that as a X basically. So that's the only change. Oops, I need to take different color here. So this is X. Okay, so that's the strategy. If this strategy is still not clear, it's fine, right? uh, we can just quickly note down this strategy, and then basically we can just try to create couple of placeholders, and then I think it will be little bit clear. Okay, so what we are planning to do here, we are planning to run the depth first search. Why we are planning to run depth first search? Because we need to go to deep in any direction starting from the boundary, right? So let's say we start from here, and then we are going deep until we find all the O, right? Similarly here, we are starting from here, let's say from the boundary, and then we are going to this direction till deep, and then we are going this direction to deep, and there is no further O because this is X. Then we will go left, and then we will follow the all the O till we find all the O. We will just keep go deep basically in the same direction. We will change that to some other character, and then we will change back to the O, so that we will make sure that we can differentiate that these O's are in the on the boundary, but other O they are not on the boundary, so that we can easily convert them to the X. So that's the strategy. Okay, now so we are going to do the DFS. Okay, now what we will do, uh, we will change X to not X, in fact, because we need to change O, right? So O to some other character, right? Some other char. star or hash or whatever, right? Or something else, etc. Then change back that char to O, because here the plan is basically we don't want to touch the O that are already on the boundary, right? So if that is on the boundary, then we are marking them as a star or something so that we can make sure that is on the boundary, and then we will change back to the O. Okay, and update O to X, because remember we are updating only O they are on the boundary, right? If they are not on the boundary, then we are not doing anything, right? So if there are some other O that we need to update, then what does that mean? That mean basically these O's basically are not on the boundary. So let's do this. Let's try to create couple of placeholders, and then I think the picture will be more clear. So board, if board equals to null, or board dot length equals to 0, then we are not going to do anything, right? So we will go ahead and return here because it's void, so we are not going to return anything. We will just simply use the return here. Integer m equals to board dot length, n equals to board 0 dot length here. Okay, and then let's use the first step of our strategy. What is first step of our strategy? Here we mentioned here, right? So change all O to some other character, and in fact these O's are the boundary, whatever on the boundary, right? So change the boundary O's to some other character, right? So let's go ahead and do that. I is less than m, I plus plus, and then this is the nested loop because this is two-dimensional matrix here. J plus plus if board, so if board ij equals O, right? Why we are changing O? Because we need to flip O into X, and this would be surrounded with X, right? So first of all, our strategy is whatever O is on the boundary, let's go ahead and convert them to the some other character, right? So that we will know, okay, these are the boundary clusters, so we cannot change, right? So if we can see like very first example here, see this O, they are useless, right? We cannot change them to X, so they are, we will start from here and then we will go deep and then we will keep changing to the some other character, so that we will know, okay, these are the guys that we cannot change. And let's say hypothetically if O is here, and then this, I'm just extending this matrix, right? So if this O is there, then this O we can change to X, right? So let's use some other different color or something, and we, this O we can change to X with the yellow color. Okay, all right. So if it is O is there, then we need to make sure that it is boundary, right? So if I is 0 or j is 0 or I equals to m minus 1 or j equals to n minus 1. Okay, if it is boundary, then go ahead and fill board. Okay, fill board and pass this board and I and j. Okay, after this step, once we fill the board, right, and let's say that we converted all the boundary O is to some other character, let's say star. Okay, so I plus plus, and then we will run another two for loop here. Integer j equals to 0, j is less than n, and then j plus plus, and here we will check like if board, right, because board we already updated, right? So now all those boundary O, right, so all those boundary O are now star, right? So let's say these are the boundary O, we already converted that to them to star. So this is star, 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 right? So we cannot have the star, right? Once they are star, let's convert that back to O, and whatever the remaining O is there, then convert that to the X, update them to the X. So that's the strategy. So if we found any star, then go ahead and update them to O, right? And else if we find any character as a O, right? Then let's go ahead and update that to the X. So these O basically are, they are not on the boundary, right? Because here we are checking if they are the boundary, if they are the first row or the basically last row or first column or last column, right? Then only we are updating, we are making that cluster to the star, right? So this is the kind of the cluster, right? So this first row, and then this first row is connected to this, all this chain, right? So that's why we are using depth first search here. How we need to use the depth first search, let's quickly check here. So we will create this method here, fill board, and this is like the same number of Iceland problem is there, so we will be using the same template here to fill the board, so it's nothing new. If you can check that video, that number of Iceland, then I think that that is the same code, exactly same code we will be using here. That's the same template, right? So integer row and then integer column. Let's go ahead and use the base condition here. If row is less than 0 or row is greater than board dot length minus 1, or column is less than 0 or column is greater than board 0 dot length minus 1. Why we are checking these base conditions? Because we don't want to go out of boundary, right? So these are the very base conditions, otherwise recursion will go out of a stack or something, right? We need to have some base conditions so that it will be in the limit, bounded, right? And another thing is, like, if board row column, if it is not O, then it's useless, right? We are just here to convert O to some other character. So if it is not O, if it is X or whatever it is, then it's useless for us, so we are not going to do anything. Now let's go ahead and so it came here means it is O, right? If it is not O, then there are two cases, either it is a star because we are going to update with a star, or it is X, right? So we can manually check those two conditions, or I just clubbed those two conditions and made only one condition. So basically just little bit optimization beforehand. Okay, so here we are just updating this to star. Okay, not X, star, or some other special character that's already not present in this character, uh, in this character matrix. All right, now let's recursively call this method for all the directions, right? So row plus 1 here, column. Okay, that's it. So these are four conditions: up, down, left, right. That's what it is mentioned here. They are adjacent, connected to horizontally or vertically. So basically horizontally it will go either left and right, left or right. Row plus 1, row minus 1. Row plus 1, row minus 1 means like up or down, right? And then column plus 1 and column minus 1 is basically left and right, right? So let's say this is our coordinates, right? So row plus 1 up, row minus 1 down, column plus 1 here right, column minus 1 is left. So like this. Okay, so that's how we are doing, and that's it. So here in DFS also, what we are doing, we are just checking this base condition. We are just making sure that it is O. If it is not O, then it's useless. We are going ahead and returning. So we don't want to update X, we don't want to update star again, because this star is working as a visited here, right? Alternatively, what we can do, we can take the boolean array as well and we can maintain it as a visited. But here, as we are updating the matrix itself, so it's not that much useful. So we are just using the same matrix to make sure that we are not updating the same cell again and again, and that's why we are marking this as a star, and we are making sure that if it is a star, then returning from here, and if it is X, then also we are returning from here, and if it is O, then basically it is coming here, and then we are updating O to X, O to star, not X. Okay, sorry. So that's what exactly we are doing. Let's quickly check for the compilation error. So let's use a semicolon here. Okay, so looks like it's getting compiled here. Quickly, the time complexity would be m into n. So in the worst case, we have to traverse the whole matrix here, and the space complexity also basically it will be m into n because of this recursion. right? So in the recursion itself, we are just doing all the four directionally. I'm not going to explain this depth first search approach in very detail because number of Iceland video is already there. So if you have like, if you need like more insight like how this is working very in a very detailed manner, let's go ahead and refer those couple of videos. There are a couple more videos like maximum area of Iceland and then number of Iceland, right? So these kind of the videos you can refer. But here the main intention to explain the strategy that how we are going to solve this problem, and main strategy was basically because here the problem is we need to update only the surrounded O, right? We need to only update the O, they are surrounded with the X, but not with the boundary O, right? So we cannot touch with the boundary O. So here the strategy was to use the depth first search, but in the same manner that we are basically using only the row, I mean, whatever on the boundary, right? So whatever O they are already on the boundary, only on the boundary, they we are updating them as well only to some other weird or some other special character. And upfront we are knowing that okay, we are updating with a star here, so that we know okay these stars are already on the boundary, so we are changing them back to O, right? So these star we are changing them back to again O, right? So these star we are again changing them back to O here, and then whatever O is remaining that is not in the star, that not did not update to the star, we are updating to the X here, right? So that's the crux of this problem. Let's go ahead and quickly submit. So looks like this concept is working fine. uh, Whatever our thought process was there, that is working fine. So looks like this is useful. Thanks a lot, have a good one, bye.